I'm recording.
And yes.
Congratulations.
A smattering of
A
applause.
smattering.
We made it to another episode, kids.
Welcome to Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Foreman. The podcast that is neither, by the way, Holly nor Jolly.
Speak for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty jolly.
I'm quite plump.
Okay. All right. Well, I didn't think we were either, Holly.
You don't have to be jolly to be plump to be jolly.
I
Right?
don't think we should. I
It
don't think we
helps.
should. I don't think we should go down that road.
No.
I don't think it's a wise idea.
Okay.
Anyway, thanks for finding us and maybe downloading the podcast.
Yeah.
We used to be on the radio
Oh,
together.
there's the beer.
Oh,
Foreman's done. That one looks like a fun can. What's
Oh.
that?
Sweater weather.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
I better during the break. I gotta get one. I'll go and get one.
Yeah,
Anyway,
because I feel bad drinking by myself now.
I
these
know, no,
last
no,
few
Well,
I
you're
know.
done
episodes.
your work
I
day.
don't-
I still have stuff to do. This is
I
my work day.
Yeah, okay.
You know.
Well, listen. The holiday season
Whoop-de-doo.
is here. Dickory Dock. Don't forget to hang up your sock.
Yeah.
I have two daughters who were both born just before Christmas. Both of my girls, and so
Was that
Yep.
your plan the whole time?
No, you never planned that. I don't think
Either one of them?
neither one. No, I don't think.
I have-
Anyway,
I
yeah.
have so much to say, but
I don't know. You don't.
Not
We're a
plan
little
that.
bit spaced out.
No. Well, there's a difference in their ages.
Yes.
A hefty one.
Right.
Anyway,
right.
that's another story for another day. So when my first daughter was born, 10 days before Christmas, we had a name picked out, and we named her Jessica. And but we needed a middle name, and we thought, oh, it's Christmas. It should be easy to come up with a middle name.
Right.
And so her middle name is Noelle.
I like that.
It's a very
Jessica
nice
Noel.
name, actually, and
It's
I
pretty.
think she really likes it.
That's
Yeah.
nice. Yeah.
And then my youngest daughter came along, who will be in just a few days turning 16.
Whoa.
I know.
I can't believe. I remember she was 5 when I met her. And now I have a
16.
5-year-old. That's crazy.
16. I know.
Wow. Driving Mr. Collins. That was-
Yeah.
Yeah, no
Oh,
kidding.
We're up early in the morning on her birthday, going to write the test.
Oh, you
Wow.
okay?
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
so
so-
she's right in there.
An
Good for
update.
her.
An update on a future episode.
Okay.
Anyway,
All right.
that's neither here nor there. When she was born, and her birthday is the 19th.
Yeah.
That's even closer to Christmas.
Right.
Again, we had to come up with. We thought, well, let's try to come up with. Noelle was taken, obviously. So her middle name is Joy. That's right. You're
Yeah.
right,
Oh,
Foreman.
you guessed it. Good
Yeah,
for you.
I
That's
meant to
from
say
England.
Holly because I knew it was the other one. Sorry.
No, it's
Shit.
I think
You
we.
ruined it.
Yeah,
No, you
no. It's okay because Holly.
Charlotte Joy. I like that.
Yeah,
Charlotte
be-
Joy.
Yeah, because
Charlotte Holly doesn't roll off the tongue as well.
Well,
Charlotte Joy is nice.
Holly Collins doesn't really work either,
Holly
and,
yeah.
so that's
Yeah,
why
it
it
kind
was
of
Joy.
does.
Anyway, turns out my daughter,
Somebody somewhere would
Yeah.
think that it does.
my daughter, who will be 16, hates that name
Does she?
Joy.
Oh, really?
Hates.
I know a
it.
little girl whose first name is Joy.
Really?
Yeah, and I don't think it's Joyce because usually, like, Joy is short for Joyce.
Is it?
Sometimes,
I
yeah.
think it's
like
just a
I've known
name, I don't know.
Joyces.
Don't you have to
called
be a
Joyce.
senior to be named Joyce?
That's what I thought.
Well, typically, I
if
think
your name
yeah.
if your name is Joyce,
It's like if you're
you were born
You were-
57 years old.
yes, yes.
It's that old joke.
You smell like cigarettes already.
Anyway, the only reason you
joking.
smell like cigarettes.
Mixed with perfume that you're
Like,
trying to
if your
cover up
name
the
is
cigarette smell
Linda,
with.
If your name
Okay.
is Linda, you were born 40 years old.
Yeah,
like
sorry.
that's a
right.
given.
Just the way it is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she hates the name, and we explain to her every year. But it's at Christmas. Well, couldn't you have come up with something else?
Right.
Well, there's a website called Find My Past that went through. Are you ready for this? 14 billion documents from over the past 500 years,
Oh,
looking for people with Christmas-themed names.
okay. Like your daughters.
Yes.
Yeah.
The most common one was Ivy.
Yeah, I know an Ivy. Okay, makes
Okay.
sense.
Ivy makes sense.
Sure.
That's the most common since the 1950s, apparently. Angel is next. Angel.
Angel.
I would never
Okay.
have thought of that, and I wouldn't have thought of Ivy. Actually.
There's a kid who's
I
a
w-
neighbor of ours. Her name is Angel.
really.
Yeah.
I've
okay.
known some angels. I didn't consider it to be a Christmas name, but I guess it is. Yeah, it didn't
Okay.
occur to me.
Anyway, long story short, on this list, I don't see Noel, although I don't have it. I don't have the complete
Noelle
list
is my
in front
favorite, I think.
of me. Well, I like that. I don't see
Mhm.
Joy on here either, but
Weird.
the list does get more and more fun as you go.
Okay.
Okay.
These are names that people actually have.
Christmas themed names. Present.
Would you
is-
like any list of Christmas themed names music?
Please.
Yes. Do you
Thank
have
you.
that?
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I'm
Okay.
so happy you have that. Okay. Present is third.
I don't like
Third
that.
in
Like-
popularity.
Like a
That's right.
present, like a
That
gift.
shouldn't be-
Yes, present.
That shouldn't be a name.
Grief.
Present. That's dumb.
Holly is fourth. Holly's okay.
Yeah.
Holly's fine.
Holly's
fine.
yeah, I like Holly.
Holly is fourth. Star is fifth.
Okay, I've known a star.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Did you wish upon her? Or him?
No. Nope.
Okay.
No.
Over 300,000 babies around the world have been named Wine.
Wine.
Hmm?
O'clock?
That's in o'clock. Santa.
What
Santa.
about when they are whining?
Santa.
That's
Santa.
like that really sucks.
Like, guess how you
Santa.
were made.
Self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yeah, that's right.
Santa.
Santa is seventh on the list.
Okay.
Then Chestnut.
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 No, thank you.
Chestnut Collins.
You don't want to be that. I
Coming
don't
to town.
think you want that
Yeah.
name. I don't think you want that name
Mm-mm.
for any reason.
No,
No. Christmas is on the list.
that's dumb. It's just so
And-
obvious and dumb.
25,000 kids have been named Turkey.
Turkey.
That's the top 10,
They
Rachel.
keep getting worse.
The top 10.
Those are the top 10 holiday names. And
Yes.
Noel and Joy are not on there.
Not there.
How is that
But-
possible?
But
I
hang
don't
on.
know.
Hang on. We're not done.
Oh boy.
3,200 kids have been named reindeer.
Jeez. All of these kids are getting bullied. All of them.
20
And their parents are to blame.
2,600 have been named tinsel.
No, that's even worse. Oh my gosh. Good Lord.
Man.
Over 2,000 kids have been named mistletoe.
I can't.
That's-
I gotta stop commenting because everyone is worse than the other.
And I'm not done.
We're getting so many emails after this.
579 have been named snowman.
Aye.
Snowman.
Yes.
Wow.
And they found records of 23 people who have been named eggnog.
Dog's like the worst holiday drink. Like it's so bad.
It's the gift that keeps on giving all
really
year
does.
round.
That's
Especially
right.
when you're lactose intolerant.
Yeah, that's all right. Yep.
That it is, Edward.
That it is. This is due to underwhelming demand. The podcast that, like Frosty, is as alive as it can be. It's pretty-
Once a week.
yes,
once a
it's
week,
about as
here we
alive
are.
as it
We-
can be.
I'm alive.
That's all right. We're Dave, Rachel, and Foreman. We, I think we had. Did you not ask us a few years ago when we were all on the radio together?
Mm-hmm. Me?
Would it be a good idea if I get a dog?
Yes. I did ask that.
It's not. It's a bad idea.
Yeah, and we
I
both
think we did a whole
said.
bit. Should Rachel get a dog?
Everyone
Yes.
said don't.
And everybody said, "Don't get a dog." Rachel.
I had a lot of tips and advice from people who were it was very good. Anyway, we're getting a dog.
No, you're not.
Long story short.
No,
Don't-
you're not.
Don't do
Big
that.
news, we're getting a dog.
No,
it's
you're not.
happening. It's done and it's happening.
Okay, there's
Um,
Done. Where is it?
Not till February. We're getting her in February.
why
so
does
we-
it take? Why does it take so long?
Well, because so we were kind of
Did you
looking.
order? What did you do? Order the dog
No,
online?
and it's not a puppy. She's a 2-year-old Bichon Frise. Her name is Roxy.
Bichon.
Oh, I had one of those.
Yeah.
I don't anymore.
Well, no, your
Mixed.
dog had diabetes.
Yes,
So.
I got bitten in the face by one of those. Not Dave's.
What?
not
Yes.
Dave's.
Oh,
No, you
They're
wouldn't do that.
vicious little
They can
rugs.
be.
What?
They can be. They
Well,
can
this
be.
one's pretty well trained.
Oh, and a 2-year-old already well-trained dog.
That's
Must
what I
be
need.
nice.
Yes, that's why we didn't get a puppy. This is why we're doing this. I didn't want a puppy because I know puppies are even more work than a regular dog, and we don't know anything. We've never been dog owners, Jeremy and I, so we both want a dog. Jeremy was the holdout for a long time, and then we
Because
kind of
Jeremy's the
started
voice
looking.
of reason. That's
I
why.
know.
Yes.
Jeremy kept saying to the three of us, me and the two and our girls, two girls, I'm not getting a dog until the three of you are able to take care of it.
Right.
And I was like, okay, that's fair. So, anyways, now I am at home. I'm working at home all day, and I am more able to take care of it. And I am more available, and I'm home with it. I would be home with it. So we
And,
started kind of looking.
And you're allergic to dogs.
Yes, but the Bichons are hypoallergenic.
Yeah, that doesn't really mean anything. It just means they don't
roll
shed.
your eyes at me.
So
Well,
is
it
my
just means-
vacuum, and it still stinks.
Listen, I live
Anyway, we found
with I
this,
live with someone who's is allergic to dogs.
and you had a Bichon,
Yes,
and it was okay.
it sort of works.
And he didn't get replaced.
No, no,
Well,
no,
okay.
no, and no.
Some
And-
people get dogs all the time. Some people just have one, and then they're like, "That's enough."
So you're getting a pre-owned dog,
Pre-owned dog.
a used
so I
dog,
reached out to this woman who
a
was
used dog.
used
Why doesn't she
dog.
want him if he's so
Yes.
well trained? Or her?
Like, why is
well,
this dog?
she's a breeder, but she's getting out of breeding, and
Uh-huh.
so she doesn't
Liquidation sale.
liquidation
Everything
sale.
Oh.
must go.
Everything was
And it
go
turns
clearing out.
The woman
Was she dancing on the median of Wellington Road with the sign?
No,
Wow.
I hate you guys. You're making this so much worse.
What did you think was going to happen?
Yes.
Did you not think that this was going
I
to be
just-
exactly how it played out?
We're all excited. We're excited for this. So that she's a breeder. This dog just had a litter of puppies, so the puppies can't go till beginning of January.
Uh-huh.
And then we're going away at the end of January, so we're gonna wait to take the dog until we get home, beginning of February, because we don't want the dog. The dog will be upset that the puppies are gone first, right? And then you
Mhm.
don't want to immediately take her to a new home. So we're gonna wait those few weeks and then bring her after. The breeder, turns out I know her from Ilderton, and actually I worked with her years ago, but I didn't know that I knew her when I reached out. So then we realized, oh, we know each other. So I know her family, I know where the dog comes from, and that she would take great care of these animals. And we went and saw them, and they have a great life. But for health reasons and various other reasons, she's getting out of breeding. So her own health, or not the dog's health anyways. I'm not
Okay.
sure exactly
Got
what,
it.
but
Okay.
so she's getting rid of the dogs. She's had one last litter of puppies, and so this dog is going to come with us. Her name is Roxy. She's 2 years old. She's had 2 litters, and then we're going to get her fixed because we don't want any litters, and we're going to have a dog, and we'll see. So hopefully that goes really well.
I have nothing to say.
Nothing.
Normally,
you had
I would.
so much to say before.
I know. I mean, I think
You had
it's.
so many things to say.
I know, but I was not expecting a pre-owned.
Yeah,
a
I
dog.
didn't want a puppy because I don't know how to train a dog very well. Although I plan on doing training classes or whatever I can.
I see.
The dog's
Mhm,
trained pretty
sure.
well, but I
Yes.
plan to basically train myself to be able to
I
train
see.
the dog.
Did
Like,
you
I'm
go?
going to- and I
did-
have time now to
Mhm.
put into that.
Did you go when you decided to have children and opted to? Did you go to any sort of class that taught you how to be?
A parent?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah.
How'd
we
that
went to
go?
a parenting. It wasn't super helpful.
Hmm.
I think they try and prepare you for birth
Uh-huh.
and parenting.
Well,
but
once upon a
nothing really
time,
prepares you.
Don't you wish though that you could, that you could do the same kind of sort of thing that you're doing here with your kids? Maybe
Yeah.
have them maybe 2 years of training before you get them.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. Although you get a kid at 2 and they're already running around.
Mm,
When they're a
mhm.
baby, at least they don't move. Puppies
Mhm.
move.
yeah.
Anyway,
they chew everything.
yeah.
And once
Yeah.
upon a time, when we had a dog and got a trainer, the trainer gave our money back because he was untrainable.
Right. Yeah. Well, this dog is proven to be trainable.
Uh-huh.
So
Mhm.
hopefully we don't have your issue,
Uh-huh.
Foreman.
Okay.
Mhm,
'Cause
All
I
right.
remember your dog.
mhm.
Yes. There were
Yeah.
issues.
Yeah, we don't
Right.
currently have one.
Yes.
It's not a
Mm,
coincidence.
Nor do we. And that's
Well,
not
you
a
had
coincidence.
a very bad experience.
I grew up with I've been the 5 and
Me
9-year-old like
I
you
love
have
dogs.
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the dog.
Love
All I
'em.
knew about the dog is how to play with it. Didn't
Right.
do much about the actual taking care of its living conditions when I
Right.
was the 5 or 9-year-old, and yours won't either.
No, they won't. So we've been looking because we don't have anything for the dog. She's going to give us some stuff, obviously, to bring with us. But we need to buy some things. And Julia and I found the cutest little pink ruffled sweater for the dog. It's going to be so cute.
Okay,
And we'll
please
dress her up.
No,
don't
Oh my, she
do
has
that.
to have
dog,
that.
dog don't want that.
Dogs,
Why?
Dogs
She'll
hate
love
that.
it. She'll look beautiful.
Dogs
She don't
hate
want-
hate that.
She don't want to wear nothing.
It's like Dog 101. Come on, don't do that. Don't. This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Foreman. The podcast, by the way, that kind of like a Christmas fruitcake. No one really wants it, but it's here anyway.
Well, it's underwhelming. There was not much
Yeah.
demand, to be honest.
Not a
for
lot
this.
of demand.
No.
No,
Oh,
hey.
there's the beer. It's the
That's
call
a
of the
nice one.
wild.
There we go. Now
what
I'm
kind
happy.
is that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Looks like a stout of some
it
kind.
is. Yes, this is a. This is Winter Beard. Latte.
You've got sweater weather, and Dave has winter beard
latte.
I have
stout.
water
Yeah.
today.
All right.
Water.
Yeah. You're the
Oh,
one-
even in a fancy glass, Foreman. Wow.
Mm-hmm. The
I mean-
glass from
And
somebody
Dave.
who may or may not want to sponsor us.
Capsa. Okay, all right.
Oh, look at
Better-
you! You got a
could
Grinch
ask
glass.
them.
I got a Grinch glass.
Oh,
yeah,
that's
there we go.
cute.
Yeah.
I like that.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yes.
Cheers.
By the way,
Cheers.
we did have a sponsor that was a brewery. Forest Brewery was our sponsor for a while. They got back to us and they said, "Thank you so much for all the amazing support. We've definitely noticed a difference in sales, and we've heard directly from lots of your fans that they heard about us from you guys.
That's nice. Good.
So that's great. So
Well,
thank
I'm-
you for supporting us, Forest, and thank you to you for supporting Forest Brewery.
Yeah. Mhm. Well, coming
And-
up later, we're going to get to a lot of your comments and emails and things like that. But
Mhm.
I would share one right now because now that we're between sponsors, I can give the scathing review of Forest Brewery.
Oh
What?
no!
A
Oh
scathing
no!
review.
Who did
Yes.
that?
My wife's boss's son listens to us.
Your wife's boss's
Okay.
son.
Thank
okay.
you. And
Uh-huh.
she had texted Ashley to text me. Kevin would like you to tell Andrew that Forest Breweries does not sell their beer at the Woodstock LCBO. Boo!
Oh.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we know that they're in the London LCBOs and on tap at select restaurants.
And
In
St.
London?
Thomas. They're
Oh,
in
they're
St.
in St.
Thomas.
Thomas,
And
yes.
St. Thomas
Okay.
too.
So they
Well-
need to get out to Woodstock. Listen, I think they're just growing. They have the one beer and there's a newer brewery.
Yeah.
So if you support them, then they'll grow and distribute elsewhere.
And by the way,
Ask the LCBO in Woodstock to get them.
Good
Mhm.
point.
have
That
to
is how they
import it.
operate, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if you ask them, they'll bring it in.
There's a lot of things, by the way, you can't find in Woodstock. But that's
There's a lot of-
again,
A lot of things you can.
I
Yeah.
know,
That you shouldn't be able to.
both worth discussing, but maybe at a later date.
You know what they call Woodstock? Canada's Florida.
Do they?
I thought that was Hamilton.
I don't know.
No?
Maybe Hamilton.
It's the armpit of Ontario.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Okay. Listen, we I seem to recall there was a point when we were on the radio where people would just randomly text Foreman a question
Mhm.
that they didn't know, but they thought Foreman did.
That he might know. Yeah.
Hmm.
This was a lesser known segment that we did.
Yes.
But we do get questions for Foreman, and if you have any questions for Foreman, you can always send us a DM on Facebook or Instagram at Dave Rachel Foreman is our handle on both,
Mhm.
or Dave Rachel and Foreman on Facebook. So send us a DM. You can email us daverachelforeman@gmail.com. A question for Foreman or anything really. So I have some here that people have asked you, Foreman. So maybe you have answers for some of these things. Okay.
Perfect.
Hey Foreman, when are we gonna have a nice cold beer?
When are you in Halifax?
I don't even know who that's from. They didn't give a name.
Oh.
It just Anyway, they want to have a beer with you.
Well,
Listen to our podcast and have a beer with your Foreman's drinking a beer
There you
right
go.
now.
We're having
Yes.
a beer right now.
Listen.
So that's
Sure.
the best way to have a beer. Is us
Anytime.
put the podcast on, not
Yeah.
the car, not the car,
No, don't
Not
drink
the car.
in the car.
not the car.
Don't drink a lot before getting in the car either. It's another
It's best that you do it, at home
at home at night when you're not going anywhere,
or
or in the day if you're not going anywhere.
at work. You could do it at work if you can get away with it. Why not?
It's only that's a
Just
radio
saying.
thing.
Just saying.
Okay.
Just saying. Okay.
Don't
All right.
take medical or employment advice from us.
Don't take any advice.
Employment,
are not-
employment advice.
Yeah.
from us. No, don't do that.
Two of us are unemployed.
Yes, very
So
much
don't
so.
Take that. Okay, question 2. Hey Foreman, do you know why wolves have to have a pack leader and why are they darker?
Why are they what?
They're darker. The wolf pack leader's darker, I guess. Do you know why wolves have to have a pack leader and why are they darker?
Well, somebody's got to be in charge.
Right.
And how are you going to tell who it is unless they look different?
Mhm.
What do you, come on. Easy question.
Okay,
Easy.
that's
That seems-
fair actually.
That does
that
seem
seems like a very logical answer.
Yeah.
that seems like a question that everybody should know. You
Come
don't
on.
even
I have
really.
I have a follow-up question then,
Great.
Foreman, for that. Do the leaders become darker because they're the leader, or are they born darker and then everybody just says he's it or she's it?
I think both.
Okay.
You're a born leader or a learned leader. Either way, you're
Sure.
turning black.
How close are you to the wolf? Maybe they have some sort of ceremonial thing like a cap or something else that the wolf could be wearing, and we don't know.
Mhm.
I
That's
don't
true.
know.
Like a little hat,
Yes.
little hat on their head.
Well, probably a cape, Rachel. I think
Oh,
it'd be
cape
more of
would
a
be
ca-
even better.
I think it's hard to get.
Flows in the wind. You'd follow that. I mean, I'd follow someone in a cape. Obviously.
Of course you would.
Right. Well, if you're wearing a cape around, I'm following you. Want to see what you're doing? I want to know what's going on. Wouldn't you? I mean, that seems obviously. Yeah.
That's right. Okay.
I'm staying away from the person wandering around in a cape.
That's right. If
I'm-
if I
because
see
I will-
I'm
someone-
going because I want to see what's going to happen next.
No.
If I see
That's what I'm
someone
doing.
wearing a cape, unless it's Batman or Superman, no, I'm not following.
No.
No.
That's what I was thinking.
And I'm
Batman
going to
or
immediately
Superman.
think, man, why am I in Woodstock?
That's right. Back to that again. Okay. All right.
Okay, last one. Question. It doesn't say hey Foreman, but it says question. How I win a lottery. Have at it, Foreman.
How do I win
Buy
lottery?
ticket, you.
Is that what you
The
do? That's it?
You.
Buy ticket?
Buy
How
ticket,
I
you.
win lottery.
Do you buy
A
lottery?
lottery.
Do you buy lottery tickets for me?
No, yeah, no, I
No.
don't really. At Christmas, we get them for each other for some reason.
I never have, actually.
You've
Never had
never
one?
bought a
No.
lottery ticket.
No, it's too stressful. What? I'm not going to win, and it's too
Yeah.
stressful. My new
Yeah.
business partner here, Melody and Foreman in the Morning, gets a lot of anxiety out of buying like the hospital lottery tickets because you think that, well, maybe I have a better odds at winning that than 649 or whatever, and she
Well, we
gets all
buy
worked
those.
up and
we buy
you
those.
buy those.
ones,
Of
yeah.
course, you're going to buy those because Jana works there,
Yeah.
and you never win anything.
No, we never win.
Exactly. What's the point?
Right.
How I win lottery? You don't.
You
Next.
don't. Next.
Yeah. That was it, actually. That's the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah.
I thought you'd have a better answer for that. We should have ended on the wolf one.
This is due to underwhelming demand. The podcast with Dave, Rachel, and Foreman about to wrap up another podcast, but we like to go through some of the communication that we have received from people who are enjoying or hating the podcast, whichever way you look at it,
Sure.
whichever way you view it. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever
And-
you want. Okay, we got a couple of Instagram messages. This one or this Facebook, sorry. This one is for Foreman.
Oh, good.
Because we did Tales from Space recently.
Yeah.
She says, Lisa, this is from Lisa, Foreman, so while maybe your family laughed at you watching space stuff, my hubby took holidays to watch the Artemis launch. He was glad Splashdown was on a weekend.
Wow.
What's the Artemis launch?
Vacation days to watch a rocket.
Yes.
What's
Wow.
Artemis?
Would you do that?
What do you do there at home, Rachel? Do you not
I
know what's
hole
going
up
on?
in my little studio here, and
And-
no, I don't know. I have no idea what's going on anymore.
They just went to the moon. That's Artemis, right? Went to the moon and back, circled
Yeah,
around
it's
the moon and came
Oh,
back
they're
down.
going to use it for astronauts to go to the moon, but it was just a test run without people. There was dummies in there.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah. But a test run.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool, actually.
Well, because I was watching a live spacewalk on YouTube, and everyone at home
Oh.
made fun of me for watching that on the TV on YouTube.
Never make funny. I mean,
I'm-
I'm telling you, the last night, Rachel, I was outside before it clouded over. I was outside and I could see Uranus. That
Could
joke
you?
never gets old.
The
Never.
boo hag bending over.
That's right. Okay. All right. Okay.
You started it.
I know.
Anyway,
Okay.
in summary, Lisa, I think your husband wasted his vacation days.
Maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
Okay.
yeah.
Also, last podcast we talked about how Dirk Bentley was in some kind of pickleball tournament. Didn't we talk about that?
Yes.
Was that
he-
last podcast in London? Here
he-
in London.
He won a celebrity pickleball tournament with the host of The Amazing Race, but then talked about how he was like a seniors 75 and older pickleball champion in London.
Right.
Yeah. Weird.
And we didn't have any information on that.
No.
Well, somebody has given us more information. Yes,
Great.
Taylor Cambridge, because we didn't know about this, which is odd because we do hear about all this stuff typically.
You
Uh,
don't
Tail-
know the biggest stories in the news
Well, I
in
didn't-
general.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine. I didn't know the Artemis, whatever. Anyways, Taylor
Oh, God.
says, hey guys, a little bit more info on the Dirk Bentley pickleball tournament here in town. He brought his trophy out at Rock the Park this year. And my best friend's uncle actually played in the tournament with him and said he was so fun.
Wow.
That's all she says. She kind of goes on about our podcast. She's like, thanks for coming back together. I used to listen to you guys every morning all through high school and probably even before that, all the way through college, even after I graduated and started working. I was super sad when Foreman left and then sad again when Dave and Rachel announced their departure. So I'm so glad you're back together again because I've missed the banter and the overall chemistry you guys have on the air and off the air by the sounds of it. Yes, it's
Mhm.
pretty much the same.
No, I remember you, Taylor, for sure. Yeah.
I remember her writing to us, but I recognize the name for sure. So I asked her if she had any more info. She says, I don't know any more details about the pickleball thing. So
Well, that's
all she knows.
interesting.
But her
That's
uncle was
interesting.
in the tournament with him, which is
Wow.
pretty cool.
That is cool.
Yes.
That
We're
is very
friends
cool.
Somebody
uncle.
out there
Yeah.
knows more.
But he
Yeah.
must be like 75 and up because that's apparently what the tournament was. It was 4 seniors.
Right.
What did Dirk
Well, of
Bentley
course
end
he
up in
won.
that?
If he's way younger than everybody.
I know.
It's like
That's not
me.
fair.
Like
Yeah,
the friend's
it's like-
uncle shouldn't be like, gee, what a fun guy. He should be like, gee, what an asshole. He
You
stole,
stole
my
the trophy
Yes.
from one of us.
and then
Yes.
Yeah, it's like-
paraded it around a concert downtown.
Right.
No, that just
That's
doesn't
right.
seem fair.
No.
It's like me going out and saying, with you guys and winning the gray hair contest. Like it's just good. It's not hard for me. Like
No.
it's just not.
I don't have any gray hair.
I don't
so
know.
you
I
would
wouldn't
win
blame Dirk Bentley. You know what? I would blame his people.
Yeah, maybe.
for
'Cause
letting him do it.
One time I had a interview with him cut short in Hamilton, of all places, because it was
The
January.
armpit of Ontario.
Yeah, and I was asking about like, why are you in Canada? It's January and it's after Christmas. Don't you just feel like you're full of cheese? And he was thinking it was hilarious or whatever. And the lady
Mhm.
with him was like, yeah, so you guys are done.
Yeah,
What?
yeah. You're done.
Yeah.
You're done.
Sometimes the celebrities are great, but their people are just like, oh
Yeah, it
my
can be,
gosh, you
yeah.
just roll your eyes. Yeah, I know.
I have one from Caitlin. Caitlin writes, love the new podcast. I've missed listening to all of you in the morning. Just listen to your podcast from back in October about the lady with the reptiles on her shoulders in Costco. What was
Yes.
it? It was
Nice.
what was it?
It was like an iguana. She had two
Iguana.
of them.
Yeah.
I thought they were fake, and then they started moving, and I was like, oh my goodness. Anyway, Costco kicked her out.
Anyway, so
but
Caitlin
after
says,
she'd paid, so it didn't really matter.
okay. Well, Caitlin says, I swear I saw the same lady at Hemans this year.
You probably did.
I thought it was a crazy shirt at first until I saw them move.
Yes. Yes.
Wow.
It was probably the same lady because who else is walking around with two iguanas on her?
Mm.
On her person.
She's probably there stealing strawberries.
You know what you
feeding
can't
them
find.
strawberries on her shoulder.
Oh.
You know what you may not be able to find
Mm-mm.
forest beer in Woodstock, but I'll bet you can find a lady with iguanas. I'm just saying. That's what I
She
think.
must live there. Either there or Elmer.
Oh,
We kid because we love. Well, I do.
No,
Yes.
I don't.
Dave gets out of spite.
That's
Out of
right.
pure
I
hatred.
don't. Thank you. That's the end of the podcast. How does the podcast end? Here's this way.